Professor Daniel Hart, a sharp-witted 40-something, walked into his intro to literature class at Westridge Community College, expecting sleepy undergrads. Instead, he got Chad, Brittany, and Lexi, spoiled brats who'd soon regret crossing him in the most delicious way. Westridge wasn't Harvard, but it had its rich kids coasting through for a degree they'd frame and forget. Chad Reynolds was the ringleader, a gym rat with a jawline that screamed protein shakes and a brain that screamed empty. He'd saunter in wearing tank tops so tight you could see his nipples winking at the room. Yeah, that tight. Brittany Voss, all platinum hair and fake lashes, had a laugh like a hyena on helium. Lexi Tate, the quiet one, hid behind her phone, her blood-red nails tapping out texts, probably to the 50-year-old entrepreneur funding her Gucci bags. Day one, they set the tone. Hart was explaining Hamlet when Chad sprawled across two seats and yawned. Yo, prof, this dude's lame. Can we just watch the movie? Leo DiCaprio's hotter than this crap. The class snickered. Hart adjusted his glasses, his hazel eyes narrowing. Patience, Mr. Reynolds, he said, his voice cool and steady. Greatness rewards those who dig deeper. They didn't dig. They scrolled TikTok during lectures, skipped every reading, and turned in essays so bad, Hart wondered if they'd paid a monkey to type them. He gave them Fs, fair and square. That's when the tantrum started. These grades are bullshit, Brittany screeched after week 2, slamming her paper on his desk. My dad's a lawyer. He'll sue you into next year. Her voice hit a pitch that could wake a coma patient. Hart smirked, calm as ever. Tell him I'll bring the popcorn. By week 4, Hart was done playing nice. He'd overheard Chad bragging in the hall about acing this class without cracking a book, and Brittany giggling about daddy's money fixing everything. Lexi just smirked, texting away. Hart decided it was time for a little education. He announced a surprise quiz the next class. It's optional, he said casually, but it could replace your lowest grade. Your choice. The trio's eyes lit up. Easy points, right? Hart handed out the papers, each with a QR code linking to study materials. What he didn't mention? The QR codes were custom made. Chad scanned his first, grinning as his phone loaded a site. Oh, hell yeah, he muttered, eyes widening. The screen flashed with a video. A busty blonde in a barely there bikini purring, Hey, big boy, want to skip the books and have some fun? Hart watched from the corner of his eye as Chad's jaw dropped, his focus gone. The video looped, no exit button, just pure brain-melting distraction. Brittany's QR code led to a fake, exclusive party invite for Westridge's elite. It promised VIP access, free drinks, and hot guys galore. She squealed, already texting her squad. Lexi's link? A steamy chat room with a mysterious stranger who typed, You're too pretty for boring classes, babe. Let's meet instead. She blushed, typing back furiously. The quiz? 10 questions on Macbeth, stuff they'd never read. They flunked spectacularly, too distracted to even guess. Hart collected the papers, hiding a grin. Better luck next time, he said, his tone dripping with mock sympathy. The trio didn't learn. They kept disrupting class, now with extra venom. Chad flexed at Hart one day, saying, You're just jealous I'm jacked and you're a nerd. Brittany flipped her hair, adding, Yeah, this class is like a snooze fest. Lexi smirked, muttering, Loser. Hart decided to up the ante. He accidentally left a flyer on his desk after class, a fake invite to a secret faculty party at a downtown loft. Brittany, nosy as ever, snatched it when he stepped out. Oh my God, we're crashing this, she hissed to the others. Hart, hiding behind the door, heard everything. The loft was real, rented by Hart's buddy, a DJ named Mike. Hart had planned it all. Dim lights, thumping bass, and a crowd of guests, aka Mike's theater friends briefed to play along. The trio showed up that Friday, Chad in a too-tight shirt, Brittany in a dress that barely covered her ass. Lexi in heels that screamed, "Look at me." Mike greeted them, "Oh, you're the VIPs?" Faculty sent us some special entertainment. The night spiraled fast. Chad chugged beers, flexing for the faculty wives, actresses, who egged him on. Brittany danced on a table, her dress riding up to reveal a thong that left little to the imagination. Phones were out, recording. Lexi, tipsy, flirted with a dean, Mike in a suit, whispering dirty promises in his ear. Hart watched from a corner, sipping a soda, as Mike's crew captured every second on hidden cams. Monday, an anonymous email hit the student body. Grainy clips of Chad puking in a plant, Brittany flashing the crowd, and Lexi grinding on Dean Mike. The caption? Westridge's finest. The trio's social cred tanked overnight. Hart just smiled in class, saying, "Let's discuss reputation in Othello today, shall we?" By midterms, the trio was desperate. Their grades were in the gutter, and the party scandal had them paranoid. Chad cornered Hart after class, growling, "Fix our grades or I'll make your life hell." Brittany chimed in, "Yeah, my dad's already pissed." Lexi glared, silent but fuming. Hart nodded, all innocence. "Tell you what, your final project can save you. Design a presentation on any classic text. Impress me, and I'll curve your grades." Their eyes gleamed. Salvation at last. He gave them a tip. Use the library's rare books room. Exclusive text there could really stand out. What he didn't say? He'd rigged the bait. The rare books room had a display case with a first edition, Pride and Prejudice. A fake, planted by Hart, complete with a hidden tracker and a die pack like banks use on stolen cash. Chad, Brittany, and Lexi took the bait. Late one night, they snuck in, caught on security cams Hart had tipped off. Chad pried the case open, grinning. This'll blow his mind. The second he grabbed the book, boom! Red dye exploded, coating them head to toe. They screamed, slipping in the mess as alarms blared. Campus security nabbed them, drenched and humiliated. The theft hit the dean's desk by morning. Hart played dumb. "I just suggested research." "I never said steal." The trio faced a hearing, dye-stained and stammering. Their excuses? Pathetic. "We thought it was like a prop," Brittany wailed. Chad flexed. "It's a setup." Lexi just cried. The hearing was the endgame. Evidence piled up, failing grades, the party footage, leaked to the dean, and now felony-level theft charges. Hart testified, voice steady, "I only wanted them to succeed. They chose poorly." The dean wasn't amused. Chad got expelled, his football scholarship gone. Brittany's dad couldn't sue her out of this. Expulsion stuck. Lexi's sugar daddy dumped her when the scandal hit his inbox. All three were banned from Westridge, their transcripts branded with academic misconduct. Last day of the semester, Hart stood before his class, calm as ever. "Literature teaches us consequences," he said, a faint smile tugging his lips. "Some learn it the hard way." The room was silent except for a few muffled cheers. As he packed his bag, a student whispered, "You're a legend, Professor." Hart just winked. Revenge, it turns out, is a dish best served with a syllabus.